Now we'll work on adding some follow through. And we'll start by animating the follow through for the center portion here, or the center section of the upper body, starting from the COG, working our way up to the head, and then we'll move on to the shoulders and arms and hands. Okay. Now, since we're starting with the center of gravity, what's going to help us, what we should do is basically bring back the visibility of the legs to make sure as we're animating it that the character is not going to be off balance. And then once we've have that accomplished, we can then go ahead and hide the legs and then just focus on the rest of the upper body. But what we're also going to hide right now, since we're just focusing again on the center section, is the arms, so we can again avoid any distractions that we can out of our scene. So let's bring back our control curves, select the global move and hide the arms, four channels for hiding the arms and hands, put in a value of 0 there, and then we'll bring back the visibility of the legs. Great, so once we have this, we can now select our center of gravity control and go into our perspective and graph view and start with the base motion, which is the translate Z. Okay, so right now we do have the character coming back too fast as we hit play, and what we want to do is just hit play to get a feel of how the animation is looking, to see what the follow through would be afterwards. We want to make sure everything's consistent, everything is moving as it should. So what we can do is delay this key on frame 70 a bit. Let's take it and let's move it down. So hold shift and middle mouse button, click and drag down about a few frames to, let's say, we don't want it to be too long. Let's say about frame 81. Okay, because we want him to rock back and then come forward again. So here's what we get when we hit play right now. And that's looking pretty good, but I'd say he's coming forward a bit too much now because of that adjustment we made on the key. There was a slight adjustment made to how far he's coming forward. So we can just take the tangency on frame 50 and bring it down similar to where it once was. We'll hit play. Alright, great. So that's looking better. Now what we want to do is make sure that he is coming back far enough. And basically he's going to come back far to the point where it almost looks like he's about to go off balance, but then he's going to rock back forward. Now he's not going off balance, but he's going to rock back a bit more and then come forward slightly. So let's take this key on frame 81. We'll hold shift and let's middle mouse button, click and drag down some. Okay. Let's see, to about maybe a little bit more than this. Okay, let's see how this looks when we hit play. Okay, so it looks like it's coming along. Let's have him move forward now on frame 103, and this is just going to be real slight, so we'll just slightly translate him forward. Okay, and we could get a better detailed view in here to see our F curve. Okay, and the key we've just set. Alright, let's see how this looks when we hit play. Alright, that's looking pretty good. But notice as he's coming back, it looks like he pretty much just stops and then starts moving forward. Well, we're going to do something similar to what we did with this key on frame 50, adjusting the tangent handle so he'll move down a bit more before he starts coming forward. Okay, to fix the flow of this. So we'll just take this key on frame 81 and bring down the right half a bit. Let's see how this looks now when we hit play. Great, that's much better. If we check that out. Okay, now he's moving with more realism, as he should move. So he's going to move back a bit more and then start coming forward. And then we'll check out the forward motion to see if that's fine. Even hide our curves to do so. And one more time should suffice. Alright, great. So that's looking good. So once we have this down, we can now move on to the rotate X motion. Okay, so we'll go to our rotate X channel, hit F, and begin. So this is pretty much going to follow through with the keys we have set for our translate Z. So as the character is coming up and back, and then starts to move forward, as he's moving forward, he's going to rotate back, okay, for the follow through since he's moving back here, and then coming forward. So on about frame 93, we'll go to the rotate X and just rotate him slightly back. Okay, maybe even a little bit more than that. All right. Then on frame 100, as he's moving up, we'll just rotate him ever so slightly forward. Not much at all. Okay, and maybe even that's too much. Let's go ahead and see what we have so far when we hit play. Yeah, at about this point here, he's coming forward a bit too much. So we could just take this key on 103, hold shift and middle mouse button, click and drag down some, so he's not coming that far forward. And what we could also do is adjust the tangency, so he's just like what we did with the translate Z, but not much at all. So he's moving forward or moving back some more and then comes forward. Okay, let's see how this looks when we hit play. Alright, that's looking better. Okay. So what are we missing now still from our rotate Z? Well, as he's moving up, we need some motion in here so that he's moving forward before he starts moving back, because that's what's going to happen. As he's moving backwards like this, he's going to be moving forward some more for the follow through and then start to come back. Okay. So for this, let's go to about frame 71 and have him rotate forward. And notice how he is off balance. Well, we will be tweaking the feet some later, so we don't need to worry about this right now. We can delay the timing in which this foot comes back so everything matches up and looks right. So let's see how this looks now. Great. Let's go into our perspective and check it out. Excellent. So notice now, just having to move forward, that also improves the follow through of when he moves back and then forward again to our end frame. Great. So this is looking really good. Well, with this done, that actually finishes off the follow through for our center of gravity control. In the next lesson, we are going to work on the follow through to the back.